Alright, welcome everybody to another wonderful episode of Smite Super Builds. My name is Zelkenon, and this is Chaac. He is doing some squats with this ginormous axe. So, this was a requested, very much so requested build to do. I do have a Bruiser Chaac build already, but it's a little outdated, so I figure might as well refresh it up a bit to more of the current standards. So, let's jump right into the items. So being a bruiser build, it's kind of up to you for the actives. Personally, I would get greater purification beads since you're going to be on the front lines initiating sometimes, so you may need some purification beads more so if you're going into Ares or Hades or whatnot. Fueling Curse, you can stack this with your 3. Therefore, anybody that's caught in your 3, they're going nowhere. This gives you plenty of time to get your basic attacks in, your 1 and 3 combo or your ulti. So having this on hand, you can really slow down people. Items. Warrior Tabby. Pretty obvious thing. Mystical Mail. So if you want to go more like support tank, I'll switch Mystical Mail out for Sovereignty. But if you're just gonna be a bruiser, I would go with Mystical Mail. This overall helps your DPS, kind of like what I mentioned in my Odin build. That works out really well. Gives you a lot of protection, good health. But that aura effect, since you're going to be near a lot of enemies, overall more damage output for you. And also works well if somebody's trying to run away from you. As long as they're nearby you, let's say they're not in range of you hitting them, but they're close enough range of they're trapped in your 3 or whatnot. They should be close enough for this aura to take on them, eventually ticking away, and you should be good to go on finishing off people with that. Next, we're going to have Shifter Shield. This it's 2,700, a little pricey, but I personally think it's worth it. 60 physical power if you're above the 50% health threshold. So overall, that's a lot of power for you, and therefore making your abilities do more damage. It offers no penetration. If you want more penetration, I would recommend going Void Shield. This again, if you're going to go for the more support tanky, I'll switch this out for this. Still the same price, but it offers that aura effect of reducing your enemy's physical protection, and in turn kind of acting as penetration. Also offering some power and protection, but not nearly as much power as Shifter Shield. So if you're not familiar with the Shifter Shield, once you're below 50% health, you gain plus 20 protections. So once you get beat down quite a bit, you get more protections. And since we have a lot of health generation with our Stone Gaia here and our 3, that allows us enough protection and time to get our health back the threshold, back above 50%, so we can go back to kicking ass with an additional 20 physical power. As you saw, Stone Gaia, it's a really great item. All the magical protection you need, all in one item. A lot of HP 5, and with the passive, it works really well with your 3 in turn. So you can use your 3 as like a oh shit button, get all your health back, still offering some health for your overall being bruiser. Next, since this is a bruiser build, we're going to have some damage in it. These 2 items gives you plenty of damage output being a bruiser. So the Rage and Deathbringer combo, which is deadly for any physical character, assassin, hunter, bruiser. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage. So you may see that red glowing pulsing effect. That's the Mystical Mail taking off. I see it's the yellow numbers, 40. As you see, we have a good hit progression, so our 3rd hit's going to hit the hardest. So pick up red buff. Now we're at 198 with that. Besides the fact our defense is pretty nice. 153 physical, 133 magical, 1.5 attack speed. So pretty good damage overall. Being a bruiser, hitting for 1,000. Of course, this does not scale accordingly to the real match, so you won't really hit the Golden Fury for 1,000. You'll do a little bit less. So that's something they definitely need to fix. 400. Nice. 1,000. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to Rawbot. My theory behind Rawbot, whatever level you are in the jungle, he scales level wise, but it feels like he has no items ideally, if you know what I mean. So it feels like this would be a level 20 raw without any items. That's how hard you'd be hitting them. So that's my theory behind it. So a couple 500 to 700, and he was pretty much done with that. Let's go ahead and let him hit us a little bit. As you see, our base HP 5 is plus 45, so he can barely even hurt us. Just this alone. So you see how quickly we can get our health back with our 3. Plus 60, plus 60, plus 60, plus 10, 40. So yeah, plenty of HP 5. So we may not have that high of defense, but the amount of health regeneration we have overall, it kind of acts like it. So keep us really sustained. And yeah, it works really well. Do a little bit more testing with damage. Not going to make the video too long, because I'm going to record another one right after this. We need the hard drive space for that. 700, 1,000. Pretty good. Use our elixir. Kind of use this to get over there. 6. Yeah, that's pretty explosive. So that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Hope this helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments section below if you want anything to be done specifically. Thanks for watching. Peace.